So as you see, my rating's at 1989, and I'm going to show you a game that perhaps justifies my high rating. Game against a Russian player, and this player is rated 2182 after that game, so roughly 2200 player. I'm playing as white, and one of the things that we're going to have in this game, so we've got an Italian game here, is I do like my closed games. I do like my classical style chess, and the Russians do tend to like it as well. So it's fun to have a Russian player because they're not just going to try and take everything. As you see, nothing being taken, just all positional stuff. There, look, a reposition of that. And he does finally go for that bishop. I don't know why, because it's not going to disrupt my structure because the queen can take it. And I'm looking to clone my knights as well, once I've sorted out all this mess, which there is now sorted out. Now look, have you ever seen a more beautiful, classical, symmetrical, structured board than that? Gorgeous, isn't it? Black, of course, has invaded my side a bit, but I've invaded black's side a bit. We've got one pawn in each half, so it is very symmetrical. And now black has finally castled. So this is the ending, the end of the opening, I should say. Let's see what happens. I've cloned my knights, and he's making a push through here. I ignore it and just get my bish ready. He attacks the bish, so back she comes. He can't bear it, so takes. What that really does is it gives me doubling of rooks for free. It doesn't cost me a move to double my rooks. So now we're going to get the knights, because I can see that his attack is now commencing. So let's get my knights all the way over here, which is what I like. I like to be benighted. I like my king to have loads of knights around it. Get the queen out of range of that knight. We've got to watch that. And now that's very difficult to attack when you've got two knights like that. And they both have positions they can retreat to as well, which is important because of the pawn attack that could follow. And here it comes. Yeah, incidentally, my rook move there, just can't quite remember what that was about, but I think it was to do with being able to move my queen onto the white square so that it can defend my knight if necessary on f3, so that then I can advance the pawn, the g pawn, without losing that knight. So yeah, now my queen's there and it's defending that knight, which means I can now move pawns around. I can't take that, so that one has to come back. And then I decide to withdraw that one because my rook is on the square now, but it would have been withdrawing too. But this is all fine. This is all fine. His king does a little move. Don't know why, but it does. I guess he's trying to get his rooks over. So knight comes, because if he now advances that pawn on my knight, there's another pawn that's going to be slightly bare, but not anymore. So I just move the pawn now. I fully expect him to take this en passant. If you don't know what that means, it means you can take a pawn that moves two squares as if it has moved one square. And he does. And bang, I'm attacking his knight now. I'm happy to attack it. That's what I had planned to do all along, somehow or other. Check. And the knight comes back here with check. I didn't expect that check, actually. I don't know why I didn't expect it. And now he locks up the knight here. But I've got this. And in fact, I've got a check coming up on his king, haven't I? Which is going to block off his queen's access as well. And he does something that only a Russian would do. He does something a bit wild. Not yet. Gets his queen over there. And now I've covered up the rooks. You see, because he's doubled my rook there for me with that bishop exchange, his queen can't come down at all. Now I've got the file clear. And there, look, that is very Russian to do something like that. I really do admire that move. Bang. Check. And he doesn't take the pawn with the queen. Instead, he goes for check with the knight, which surprised me. And I did a quid pro quo, and I took back with my rook. He takes, but now you see I can do this. He's now got no pieces helping his queen. She is bare. He goes back.
Check.
Queen with check. And incidentally, let's just go back a move. You see his queen had to go back 2 squares. It could not go in line with his king because of my little pawn sitting there, which he had not taken. He hadn't had time to take it, so he's back there.
Check.
And then I'm check, grabbing his pawn. And I do believe that the pawn count is exactly even at the moment. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3, 4, 5. Oh, in fact, I've got one extra. But now this is looking dangerous, is it not? He could have just blocked that with his queen, I suppose. But he runs here. Okay, so what have we got now? I've got a knight, a dangerous looking knight that's going to eye the square that's going to nick his queen if he's not careful. Now, if I were he, I probably would have moved this knight there to stop my knight doing that. But I don't think he did. No, instead he moved his queen up here, which was foolish because she's got too many pieces coming after her. She cannot survive that on her own. So out comes the knight. Yes, you stole a pawn, but now your queen is even further away from the action, which I'm happy about. I love it because check. Right? King over here. Okay, it kind of looks like it's all done with now, but it isn't.
Check.
I've got a check down there. And then he can't move to protect that pawn. He has to go here, which means
check.
Another check here costs him that pawn. He has to go down here now. Okay, so where does that leave us? On black's side. Black can maybe steal another pawn.
Check.
Oh, I've got another check there still, a diagonal. Okay, so now he's safe-ish. But I can steal his knight. Bingo. I mean, when you're playing at similar levels, being a piece down is not funny. And let's just look at the pawn count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for me. I'm still a pawn up. So he steals another one, but it's not good enough. His queen's nowhere near the action now.
Check.
And we've got check here. Where can he go? He goes to the wrong square. I will say it's the wrong square because... Have you seen it?
Checkmate.
Did you see that? That is it not, a beautiful and probably for him slightly unexpected checkmate? But that was a classical game with a classical player that unfolded into a thing of stunning beauty at the end because both of us were playing bravely and voraciously. We both played like Russians, I like to think. I like to think I do play like a Russian, but I do love to play Russians, and I will say that. So if you enjoyed this game, do like and subscribe to Chess Voices, the most relaxing chess channel on YouTube. See you all again really soon. Bye for now.